Hey Taurus, welcome to your weekly tarot reading. This reading is for the 17th to the 24th of May, but energy is, time is fluid. So just take it for the week ahead of when you find this reading. It is a general reading, so please only take what messages resonate, leave what don't. And if it does resonate with you, feel free to give me a thumbs up, let me know in the comments, and if you want to see more, subscribe and hit the notification bell. There is a link in the description to your monthly zodiac reading. I normally do this as a focus upon love, but I'm being guided at the moment to do more of a general sort of reading. So it is going to be slightly different. Things about love will come up, things about career and money will come up. I'm feeling a lot at the moment in regards to career and money. So yeah, slightly different, but hopefully you enjoy this and hopefully it is helpful. For anybody interested in personal readings, there is a link in the description to my Etsy store through Linktree. So you can go and find me over there. There's detailed descriptions on my Etsy store. There's also links to my other social media platforms. So yeah, let's get straight into it, guys. I'm going to pull some oracle cards for you as well. I'm going to take a look at masculine and feminine energies, okay? More so than you and your person. I just feel to do these readings to be a bit more about you, okay? So feel free as well to check out other placements that you have in your chart for various messages relating to specific energies that are going on there. But yeah, we're going to have feminine on this side, masculine on this side. You can apply this information in regards to relationships, because your partner is going to be reflecting back to you your internal energy. So you can apply these messages to your external situations, but I'm feeling more so I want to do it this way so it's more of a focus upon you. Okay, so Taurus, what is in store for you for the 17th to the 24th of May? Taurus. One last shuffle. Taurus, the 17th to the 24th of May. Okay. Recent past energy, present energy, near future energy. Energy that is guiding you right now. Something that you need to know. Feminine energy, masculine energy. Okay, so I've got another message here. Okay, this could just be for a specific person. It could be completely different here, but I feel, and I don't want to be like, somebody who brings negativity in, but I'm feeling here that there might be some sort of news that you hear about somebody. They could be close to you and it's not the most positive news, and I am feeling like somebody could be getting old and they're coming to the end of their time, or somebody could be not well and they have to go through a period of being ill, but they might be okay. It's like a triggering of a rebirth. There's a rebirth. Okay, there's a rebirth for somebody that is close to you, and it is a representation of a certain energy that you're holding within you. Releasing and creating space for a new energy. And I feel like through this time you might have to step up a bit and be supportive, and again that experience of stepping up and being supportive is kind of like an experience to help you, that is going to be helping you stepping into a new stage and cycle of your life. It's going to be like a training sort of thing. It's going to help you become emotionally stronger. It's going to help you become caring for others understanding for others. It's going to give you an education as well, but it's going to call for you to be open to let go of old energy and old connections, and to help you move forwards. Okay, so for some of you, it is going to be about, you know, somebody is coming to the end of their physical life, yeah? But then never, you will probably feel through this experience, it's going to open you up spiritually, and you will feel them after they're physically, you know, they're physically kind of left this density. You'll still feel their energy, and that will open you up to energy. You know, like energy never dies, but we move on and we keep moving. So it might give you a big spiritual awakening. But for others of you, if you're going to help somebody who is sick, I feel that the person who is sick, if they're not old, they're going to get through it, but they're going to change. It's going to change their whole life, and you're going to be with them through this process, and you're going to learn a lot about patience. And it's going to be like, it's weird because what I'm getting here, it's like it's going to be like they're like a child. Okay, even if they're older than you, it's going to be like they're like a child and you are like an adult. But the dynamic might be upside down. Like they may be a parent to you. Do you know what I mean? Or have been like a parent. And the dynamic and the relationship is going to change. But you're both going to do some big healing with this for your inner child, but also for your inner parent, okay? Of how you parent yourself. And it's going to help you step forward, and it's like a preparation for what you're moving into, because there's something big that it will be coming for you in your life, and this experience is going to help you let go of the past. It's going to help you do some major inner child healing, but also prepare you for taking on bigger responsibility and bigger energies that are being prepared for you, okay? So it's not something negative or to worry about, but for some it might feel like that going through it, but it's going to change your perspective. It's going to change your outlook of things. It's going to change the way you feel about energy and releasing attachments and stuff. So this is just a message that I'm kind of getting here, that I just feel to kind of share with you. It might not be for all of you. It might, you know, it's going to depend on, I guess it's going to depend on other placements you have, and, you know, the soul contracts you've got and stuff with others, but it's going to be very important. So yeah, let's get into your reading now. Anyway, bottom of the deck, we've got the Chariot. So there's going to be some movement here, or there has been some movement, or you're in a journey of movement, balancing out, taking action, going towards your hopes and dreams as well. I feel here you're on a journey, forgetting your hopes and dreams. There's some freedom here. You've released yourself from things, so you've got this sense of freedom. You're still releasing, you're still moving forwards, but it's like this exploration sort of time. So you haven't yet reached a certain destination that you're going to be in for, you know, that you're going to be fixed in, but there's this kind of exploration at the minute, a traveling, a movement, freeing yourself from things, all sorts of things that may have kept you in one place, in one space. It's like there's just movement going on right now. Recent past energy, we have the Moon. So big feminine energy here, connection to emotion, something emotional here. It could be some type of, like a bit like a breakdown, like an emotional breakdown, but not in like a way of, you know, you're having a bad breakdown and you know, you're not going to be able to help yourself. It's like a transition here. Emotional acknowledgement, understanding certain things that couldn't be understood. And I feel like, yeah, it's not been fully understood yet, but certain things have been highlighted and, you know, have come to the forefront here. And there is this kind of, with that Chariot, there is this kind of journey at the moment from going from one position, one state of being into another. okay? And it's just this process at the moment. But as one is breaking down and you're releasing and letting go, another one is building. It's starting to build. So it's still keeping things quite balanced here. But yeah, it looks like there's been quite an emotional sort of time in the recent past, and a big connection to the feminine energy and cycles here. I feel like this kind of acknowledgement of cycles and getting in the flow. You know, like maybe in the past, like further in the past, you were kind of like not going against the flow, but in resistance of natural order and natural flow of life. And I feel like certain things that have happened and letting go of that, say, type of man-made structure and way of operating and being, it's like moving from that, and this time is like resetting you into natural order and working with the flow of things, you know, cycles, natural cycles here. So you're kind of like resetting kind of back into like nature and nature's cycles, not what was constructed before, which may have been kind of off and may have put you in a place of being like off slightly, or, you know, like resistant to certain things that could come into you. And, you know, like, I don't know, I just feel like there's this kind of natural order that's going on. Present energy, wow, very, very powerful. Knowing yourself, you know yourself here. You know yourself, and you're taking action, productive action upon yourself. You're gaining this power. You're understanding all of these things that you have inside of yourself. You're going with the natural order. You're going with natural flow, manifestation, cycles. You're really discovering yourself here and discovering how powerful you are and what you can create. Not force. I'm not getting here like there's this thing of forcing and going against certain things and trying to make things happen. I'm getting here like working with natural order, working with natural cycles, feeling energy, because the moon, I feel like you opened up to a lot of feelings, a lot of emotional connectivity. You broke down one way, or you're breaking it down at the moment and connecting with a new way, and it's very natural. And here there's this big focus upon manifestation and creation and understanding yourself and development here. You could be in sort of like a bit of a planning phase here with something as well, just trying things out, experimenting. I'm getting like a bit of an experimenter here. I'm seeing things like, you know, like when you start doing experiments and there's like a chemistry lab, or, you know, like there's all different things, or, you know, like when you're at school and you're in like a physics class and you're like trying different things out, circuits and energy and stuff like that. I feel like you're kind of doing that, but you're doing it inside yourself. You could actually be doing it in the physical. Even with business here, I'm feeling like you're trying out different things at the minute, different techniques, different things that you can use and how things work. Understanding cycles, understanding patterns, but using energy now, trying to explore and see where things are going. In regards to relationships, I feel like you could either be trying something new with a connection that you're in, or you might be on the lookout and becoming open to new partners, to different types of partners, okay? Don't feel like it could be like just talking to different people, but I feel like there's this big focus upon you, but there's this interest in exploration of yourself, of your energy, and creation, how you can kind of create things in your world, in your life, in your being, and get some different results here. Very like experimental, I'm feeling. The energy that is guiding you is the Queen of Cups. Yeah, you're so much more connected to your feminine energy here. So, and there's different actions that are being taken. I'm getting this big thing that there's no force. There's just flow, there's ease, there's exploration. There's like just this naturalness that is going on. And this experimentation, it's because you're connected with the feminine, working with cycles, exploring different things, exploring powers within yourself. It's like your masculine energy, to me, feels like it's connected to your feminine, and it's taking some guidance. Okay, it's taking some guidance here. There's some inspiration to do things differently in your life. You could even be starting up a new business here, and you know, planning things out and trying things out and seeing, you know, what's good, what's going to work, what's not. You're really learning about yourself a lot. Really, really are learning a lot. Something that you need to know, we've got the Four of Pentacles. So this could be you or this could be somebody else, but you might get tested on old habits, old traits, old ways of doing things, yeah, old systems. So yeah, you're introducing this new way, this more natural flow, okay, this more sort of feminine led, but your masculine energy might go through, and I feel like your masculine energy is engaged, but your masculine energy might go through triggers. So there might be this kind of, not battle, but these moments where you slip back into old ways of being, or you think back in the old way of being because you might get triggered through stability, through security, you know, because the old way, the old system that you built up, you know how that works, you mastered that, and that's why that needs to go, because you've learned all you needed to learn from that. So now you're moving on to something new, but that's a safe way of being, that's a safe haven. So it's like when you learn something new, things are going to work, things aren't going to work. You're going to find your way, but it's like uncharted territory. You're not fixed. You're not fixed, you're movable. This is making me think of all this mutable astrological energy that you know, is around. You're mutable right now, but because you've not fully stepped into the new, the old remnants of the old energy might get triggered, and then it might be like, oh, well, we need to go back to the old way of doing things. And the old way of doing things might have been a bit more manipulative, okay, more masculine, kind of dominated, and a bit more manipulative and enforcing, instead of being in this more feminine led natural flow, trusting the universe, working with the universe, okay? So you might go back and forth a bit. Now what I can say to you with that is, in regards to, if this is about business, in regards to business, just try to reserve your finances a bit. Try to like make sure that you don't spend money like frivolously. Try to like have a kind of like a little pot to one side that is dependable for you, so that if, you know, say you're trying something new and it's not going great, you've still got some money there, so you can still allow yourself to keep exploring without being triggered and going back to some old system. Now, if this is about a relationship, okay, you need to be aware that you don't end up either falling back into old habits and old patterns with people, okay, an old way of doing things within a relationship because it's safe and it's what you know, and maybe I'm getting here that another person is going to be resistant to the changes that you are creating. They want things to be back in the old way of doing things because that's familiar for them, and that's what they can work with and what they know, and they don't know how to operate. They're not as open as you for a new way. So be careful that you don't fall back into that. If this is about you dating new people, then you will need to be aware that you're not going for the same type of person here, because you'll just recycle the same experience. You need to be cautious of that, of falling back into old habits. Now, why would you do that? Or why would you be resistant to the new? Because of tradition, because of structure, the way you've been structured. Now, and you know in what you know, it's that old masculine energy, the old time masculine energy. What I was saying in regards to the message about, for those who might go through a situation with somebody where their energy, that old energy might be dying off, that person, regardless of what gender they are, they might represent an old masculine energy that you hold inside of you. So it could be a father, it doesn't necessarily have to be a father, it could be like a mother or something, you know, but they might hold very masculine energy. I feel like it's going to be something like that. There's an old masculine energy that is dying off. There is this new excited masculine, but he's young inside of you, he's new, and he just needs stability. So it's like, if this is work and stuff, keep some money aside so that he feels secure and he can keep going and have this time to learn. Yeah, because it's like he's in school at the minute. The old masculine energy, you might actually receive something as well from an older masculine energy. Like you might receive some type of financial support or something, maybe some inheritance or some sort of financial support or something for the love that you give to that person. Okay, again, regardless of what gender they are, for the love that you give to that person, you might receive and the patience and the nurturing and the care, because this is the point where that old masculine energy becomes like a child, and it's like you're going to give that love and gratitude, and then it's going to give you something, okay, which is going to help your younger, newer, greener masculine energy to have the means to continue the exploration and the learning. It's going to be supported in the learning. But yeah, this masculine might be a bit afraid, so it's coming up inside of you, afraid and wanting you to stay in an old dynamic, into an old system. It wants to stay alive. It could be displayed through other people, you know, wanting to hold on and wanting you to be in an old way of doing things. You know, pressure from other people. You could have pressure from other people, especially if you're wanting to start a new business. You could have pressure from other people to go back to something that you were doing or operating in a way that you were. If it's a relationship, people want to keep the dimension how it used to be, because they're feeling triggered and afraid of the change. If this is a new person or dating new people or being open, just be careful that you don't go and date somebody else. I feel if you do, it's not going to work out. It's going to be short-lived. Okay, there's going to be some big lessons which will help you to release that person and that energy. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting here for that. So your near future energy, we have the Tower. There's going to be a change. Again here, it's just more breaking down of the old structure. There's just a breaking down of the old structure there. So what is this Tower for you? Page of Cups. More new emotional connection coming in. Emotions, guys. Stay grounded. Emotions are coming in. Passion, self-love, big self-love. And that is triggering the old masculine energy. It's like you're in love with yourself here, nurturing yourself. You're developing this new masculine energy inside of you, which is very young, which is very fresh, which is excited and wants to learn and wants to explore and wants to experiment. Your old masculine energy is having a fit here, because he knows he's on his way out, but he needs to feel comfortable that he will then be going off to go and do something else. He's not going to die. He's just going to change. He's going to move. He's going to shift, and he's going to focus on, and he's going to meet others. You know, his energy is going to meet others that can work with him, that can learn from him. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, I wrote a post about this actually. I did a post on my personal Instagram about spirits. I might post it in the community because it kind of explains what I'm talking about here, and it's really long for me to go into. So if you resonate with this, maybe check on the community section on my channel, and I'll put the post and what I wrote there, because it's literally, so spirit, it's like this spirit, but it's like this spirit inside of you is shifting, is moving on, Okay, and there's this new spirit that's connected with you, which is younger and fresher. And it's not about just people, you know, who physically die. It's like, yeah, we can go and physically change densities, but it's like also within the density there's different dimensions, and as we shift, it's like mini deaths and rebirths, and that is kind of what's going on. So you're going to be really triggering that masculine energy. So you're going to be triggering people regardless of what gender they are in your life. You might be triggering yourself as well here, the energy inside of you. You're going to have to really have some courage here. Self-belief, stand your ground, know yourself here, because this is going to be a bit of a learning curve, but you're going to have to really support yourself here. You're going to have to really like hold your ground and support yourself, stand in your truth here. Because you're also going to be teaching others. You're going to be teaching others as you are learning. And you standing your ground and standing in your truth, it's like there's going to be some shadow work that comes up for you, but you are also, and it's going to be, I'm feeling what it's in regards to these other people, it's going to be displayed with other people, but you're going to be understanding a lot more, but you're also going to be teaching them, and you're going to be teaching them energetically, and it's this kind of sovereignty that I'm getting here. You're going to teach them, you're going to teach this old masculine the beauty of sovereignty and not to be manipulated by systems and by external energies and habits, yeah, and patterns and programs and routine, okay, and to really connect in with your eternal truth. I'm getting here. Okay, so yeah, what is the advice for you with this Tower? What can you best do with this Tower? Okay, don't be indecisive here. Don't be indecisive. Try not to go back and forth too much. Just stay true to what feels right for you, but in a very loving way. In a loving way. Emotional attachments that aren't, to things that aren't kind of serving you, to things that are out of control, you kind of, to emotional attachments to that old masculine, okay, that isn't really serving you in regards to the direction that you're going anymore. You need to stay as detached as possible to that old masculine, but not in a way where you're cold, in a way that you can be loving. And I feel like with this, you're going to give honesty. It's going to be about you being honest and communicating honestly with that person or those people, because you being honest and communicating honestly with them is you communicating honestly with yourself, and that is going to bring some understanding and healing. There's going to take a little bit of time, but there's this kind of emotional integration and releasing and balancing that is going on here. You're going to need to be patient with this. There's a releasing of burdens, but I feel like the best thing I can say to you here, be honest with yourself and be honest with others. You know, be honest about who you are, where you're at, what you're experiencing, how you're feeling, what you want, you know. Just communication here is a key for helping this masculine feel secure in the transition, and helping this masculine, this newer masculine that's coming into you, that's, you know, growing inside of you, to feel secure and stable and comfortable and confident in his exploration and his journey of growth here. This masculine is going to feel more comfortable to let go of control over you and to welcome this masculine in. And it's your feminine energy that is really supporting this. You're developing this new feminine energy through this journey as well. This feminine energy, look, there's like the queen there, the mother energy, and then there is the inner child here. So the same thing that's going on with your masculine is going on with your feminine, but the difference is this masculine, I feel, feels a bit more nervous or a bit more afraid. This feminine is intuitive, she's connected, she knows, so she's really supportive. So it's like there's this big whole thing going on here with your feminine and your masculine energy, with the inner child that is kind of like developing and growing and merging and coming out and displaying more to bring you new life, and this peace, this acceptance, this love, this confidence, this trust, and this releasing of the old masculine and feminine energy. And this feminine energy is literally doing the most here, the most. She is so supportive. She is so supportive. It's like your inner mother, okay? It's like the inner mother. You're mothering yourself internally, but you're also mothering others. And because of this, your younger feminine is so happy, is so like in love with you, is taking this guidance from the inner feminine, like the inner mother, and she's learning. Do you know what I mean? She's learning, and she's really just feeling good within herself. So this is beautiful. So the feminine energy right now is the Empress, yeah. She is the divine feminine. Your feminine energy is the divine feminine. There's growth, there's abundance. She's pregnant with herself, okay? You're pregnant with yourself. You're growing a new you, which is so fertile and so abundant and so prosperous and so loving. Your feminine energy is doing the most. Masculine energy, yeah, we've got the Page of Pentacles. There's a new beginning. Again, though, with this, you need to be aware and you need to be cautious of triggers. And the triggers will be, what will trigger you is a fear of lack, a fear of will this work or will this not, fear of failure, a fear of just all those sort of things. And then that will trigger things like selfishness or like greed or like control or like manipulation. So you need to be very cautious of that. Very cautious. Advice for your masculine energy. Trust here. The masculine energy isn't seeing things right now. The masculine energy just needs to trust spirit. The masculine energy will be shown something. The masculine energy, yeah, the masculine energy is going to be shown something. There's an Ace of Swords, but it's going to come with this battle. I feel like there's going to be like this bit of a battle. There's an internal battle here of your younger masculine and your older masculine, of what's right and what's wrong. And so there's this trigger. And again, that, as I say, I think it's going to be displayed externally. So you might have some issues with controlling people that are trying to control you, or try to dominate or try to lead you. External people that try to lead you, and don't let them lead you, because they're going to lead you down a path that isn't the direction that you're going in, that you're supposed to go in. You listen inside yourself. You trust you trust yourself, yeah, your internal guidance here. Because even if they do try to lead you, you're not going to get lost for too long in their journey. Something will happen and straight away you'll be put back on your path, but you'll learn certain lessons which will make you stronger in not following them. So this is kind of what I've got here. I'm going to get a romance angel for you in regards to your romantic love life. Okay, now romantically we have here deception. Somebody is wearing a false mask in this relationship. Now I feel like that again, it's just talking about somebody wanting to either keep you in a dynamic that wasn't serving you, but that it kept them in control, and it's putting you in a place where you're not in alignment with yourself, or you're feeling inauthentic because you're changing, you're transitioning. So trying to stay in a dynamic that you've outgrown isn't going to be helpful. And again, if it's about meeting a new person, they are not going to be what they are portraying themselves to be, okay? And they're going to be a recycled, just another person that's like, it's like recycled energy. It's like literally you're going to have the same experience that you've had with somebody in the past that you've grown out of. But you'll learn. If that is the case, you'll learn. But something isn't what it's saying it is. It can't, and it's going to trigger you to be. It's going to trigger you to be inauthentic with yourself, because you're going to try and fit into somebody else's mold here. An energy that you're growing out of, an energy that you're letting go of, that you're evolving out of and moving into something new. I want to get one of these cards for you, just as a little oracle message. I'm feeling this. And I'm going to get for you a guide, Keepers of the Light, and see who's guiding you. And then an Ascension card to help you with maybe some sort of focus right now. Ooh. Well, that fell out, so that's shape-shifting. And I do feel like you're doing that. You are shape-shifting. You are. Okay, so we have Summer Solstice Radiance. I feel like literally this summer's going to be amazing for you. Yeah, dance, celebration. You're going to have a great summer, but also your soul. There's something here about your soul. You're energizing yourself with that Magician as well. You're growing more powerful. You really are. And I feel like, yeah, people are going to be threatened by that. People are going to be threatened by this power that you are that you are growing inside yourself. Okay, let's see who's guiding you this week. So we have Kuan Yin. And I feel like she's going to help you with that peace and love. She's going to help with this old masculine energy. She's going to help you with this old masculine energy. This doesn't have to be an old person either. This is somebody who holds energy that you're evolving out of, and you're going in a new direction. You've learned all the lessons that you needed to learn through that energy. But you're going to be very loving, especially for those who are going to be going through an experience where they're going to be nurturing and taking care of somebody or supporting somebody who's going to be going through a lot. Kuan Yin's going to be helping you with love. You're going to embody so much love in you. And then, oh, there's a lot of purple here as well. Crown chakra energy. Holy Amethyst, Divine Alchemy, move beyond current challenges, focus on what you desire. Most definitely, that is that Magician there. Focus on what you desire, focus on your truth. Stay true to you, stay true to your truth, stay true. Don't be led by others. They'll lead you down a journey where, yeah, you'll have a lesson and you'll feel put off and you'll go back on your path, but they will just lead you away from what feels good, what feels like where you should be heading. But as I say, sometimes we need to have those lessons so we can really cement that in. And it won't, if you do that, it won't be for a long period of time. You'll have a lesson pretty quick. So I'm going to get here an Ascension card for you. Okay. So you've got a few here. You've got Pallas Athena, which is, it adds up to a number 12. Pallas Athena is known as the goddess of truth and wisdom. Yeah, you speak your truth. Be honest but loving. Honest and loving. And by speaking your truth, it is another form of giving love. It's like loving yourself and honouring yourself and expressing your value and the honor you have for yourself and your truth. So there's a lot of self-love in speaking your truth, but also you're loving the other person as well by giving them honesty, by being true and not with that deception and being false, but by speaking your truth and letting them know where you are so that they can take that and understand that and take action then upon your truth. Do you know what I mean? So they won't be held back. So it's like an expression of love to the other person as well as you expressing love to yourself by speaking truth. She is the Lord of Karma for the fourth ray and holds the sword of truth to show humanity the way. Yeah, truth, all the way, guys, truth. Even if the person don't want to hear it, or if you feel like, oh, they're going to hate it, they're going to hate what you say, you're better off to be truthful. Okay, be honest with them. Because it might take a little bit of time for them to accept it, but I feel like there'll be respect there. There'll be a respect and there'll be a love for you for doing that. Although she wields a sword for the highest ideals and divine truth, she prefers to use wisdom to settle disputes. Your guidance is to follow her example, see the higher perspective in all areas of conflict, draw on your abundance of wisdom and tact to communicate with everyone concerned, and use the sword of truth to point the divine way forward. Your affirmation is, I use the sword of truth to lead the way. And you can you can pray, you can connect, you can ask to connect with Pallas Athena to help guide you as well. Then we have Serapis Bay. This adds up to a 5, which is, change. Serapis Bay was the keeper of the White Ascension Flame in Atlantis, and now the koan of the fourth ray of harmony. He is known as the Egyptian because he worked with Archangel Metatron to suffuse the Great Pyramid with cosmic wisdom energy at the time of its construction. In drawing this card, you are invited to stand within the white flame and feel its influence. Connect with Serapis Bay and draw his energies of wisdom, cooperation, and dedication to you. He is the only master to work with the seraphim, and they will shower you with blessings as you tune into this ascension card. Affirmation, I walk with Serapis Bay. Now, I feel like that is really important for your younger masculine that is growing, emerging, that magician energy, most definitely. This is going to support that younger masculine that is developing inside of you. We have here Paul the Venetian, 37, which is a 10, which is a completion. The Great Master Paul is koan of the third ray. He lifts people's spirits, sets their souls free, releasing, to create beauty and inspiration through music and art, and also in practical ways. This card encourages you to communicate your essence by writing, painting, or in any heartfelt manner. He's supporting the feminine energy here. You will find as well with that Page of Cups and this Queen of Cups, you might want to do more creative things. I would definitely say go for that, because that is going to keep the feminine empowered and strong and loving life. It's going to keep that vibe high. This card encourages you to communicate your essence by writing, painting, or in any heartfelt manner. Call on Master Paul to help you express your visions, and he will co-create them with you. These visions will hold such light that the people will be touched by them, thereby accelerating the plan for Earth. Paul carries the flame of liberty and is helping to set you free. Your affirmation is, I express myself creatively and harmoniously. And in regards to business or things like that, definitely find ways where you can really express creativity. And again, with that magician, it's that creation. The feminine is really supporting and nurturing and mothering this younger masculine energy that is emerging from you. So definitely by being creative and doing things that you like to do, whether it be drawing, whether it be writing, whether it be things like gardening even, you know, anything that is, you know, beautiful and you can express through it and you can appreciate through it is going to be really good. And the last but not least, we have the Gold Ray of Christ. Number 5 again, another 5, a change. Blessings pour into you when you choose this card of unconditional love. The Gold Ray of Christ is held within the cosmic heart at the 9th dimension. The angels ask you to invoke the love, wisdom, healing and protection of this beautiful energy. Ask it to flow through you and surround you with its golden light. When you carry this high frequency force in your aura, you can relax and know you're totally safe. Remember to send the gold ray of Christ to others. Your affirmation is, I am the gold ray of Christ. Now this is talking about the older masculine energy, okay? This is talking about you loving and supporting and giving love to that older masculine energy and healing. The older masculine energy is going to be going through a time of healing, okay? This is what is going to be healing inside of you. So yeah, it's going to be happening internally but also externally. So definitely really embody this energy, this healing, this love to this older masculine energy, both inside of you and outside of you, because it's going to help that masculine feel safe and secure, like it has a place, and be more accepting of change and letting go, and not try to control, to dominate, to manipulate, to hold on, you know. So yeah, this is going to be really good. So I hope you like this reading. Yeah, it's very different this week, but I'm just kind of going with what I feel, guys. I'm going with what I feel. I'm going with what I feel is going to be more beneficial for you. So yeah, I hope you like it. You have to let me know in the comments if you like this way of this way that I'm reading. Again, this is, I'm a Taurus rising, and this is literally my new little masculine coming in and letting go of an old way, you know, and taking that risk of, you know, my audience might not like it, but then some might, but I need to kind of do what I feel inside of me is right to do, not staying in an old habit and an old way of doing things. Do you know what I mean? My old way of reading. So that, again, this is like, this is that kind of experience and not being triggered like, oh my god, you know, my audience is used to one way, I need to stay in that, but that's just old. Do you know what I mean? And the audience, you have to let me know, because I feel like as well, my audience, this is gonna be helping them. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, this is like a prime example. But I hope you like it. Let me know if you like it, guys, and all the best. Really, like, I'm loving this energy. All the best for you, and good luck as well with this older masculine energy, both internally and externally. Whoever you're going through this, whoever you are going through this with, or whoever you're going to be going through this with, your teammate in this, your teammates. And yeah, and I really like this younger masculine. This younger masculine is so much more serving to the feminine, not controlling of the feminine, not dominating of the feminine, not belittling of the feminine. It's like, feels this love for the feminine and wants to serve the feminine inspiration. It's beautiful, really good. So I'm going to leave it there, and I hope you enjoy, guys. All the best.